not everybody can become entrepreneurs, not everybody can create a product, and especially not everybody has talent. Sorry. Do you know that the average age of a first-time millionaire in dollars is 37 and a first-time billionaire 51? At least this is according to research conducted by Betway Insider, and I saw this in an article, Gentleman Journal. But this might be different now because of the ability of young people to make more money on the internet. So yes, younger people now can make millions depending on how much work you put in and what you do. But there are proven ways to go about this. So this begs the question now: how do you really get your first million, or how do you get richer than your peers? Who do not know these things we are going to be talking about in this video. This is like a proven way that even in the article it talks about, like, one of the two ways that most people have gotten rich, or most of the people who are within the category of 37 and 51 who are millionaires and billionaires have gotten rich, is by being involved in the creation of a product, and especially in the tech space. Any product that can have like a revolution in the way people experience life, that product is definitely going to make you millions, if not billions, depending on the influence it has on the world. So creating a product is one way or the fastest way to become rich. This might not be possible for younger people because of the amount of money involved in the production of a product or in the creation of a product. But more and more people now are getting involved in content creation and so many other aspects of making money through the internet. So it might be easier for younger people to go through this route. But for the older people who maybe go to school, read engineering, in the tech space, it is very easier for them to create a product, and especially a tech product. Because if you look at the likes of Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, even though their products are like internet based, but when you look at it, it is a tech product that has this English keeps slipping my tongue, but it's a tech product that has revolutionized the way we experience our relationships with our friends. We now even have parasocial experiences, our relationships, and so many things. So creating a product is one sure way to become richer than your peers. But one thing that I like in the book, The Millionaire Fast Lane, talked about is like you have to start thinking of life as a producer rather than as a consumer. And I find that this is something most of us do without even realizing it, that most of the time we tend to consume a lot of these things without really thinking about like the production process that went on behind the scene. So we only think about what can I buy now, what can I buy now, but we don't think about like, can I produce this thing that I'm currently using? But recently I found myself thinking in that line, not only like as a consumer, I think as a producer right now, or at least at this phase of my life, I keep thinking of how to make money, which has now somehow translated to like me thinking of what can I produce either through the internet or through like a physical product. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, what can I produce that can give me money or make me money? So creation of a product is one sure way, and a tech product at that, you're sure to become a millionaire or a billionaire with time. But it does not necessarily have to be a tech product, but there are so many products that influence the way people experience life. Think of it in this way, or at least this was a method that was pointed out in the book The Millionaire Fast Lane as well. Think of it in such a way that, like, what is the problem I face on a daily? Even though you don't think of it from your perspective now, like, what is the problem that you see that people experience on a daily? Like, how can you create a solution to that problem? Think of it in that way, and you find that you start thinking of the ideas to create a product that can change the way people experience life or make people's life easier. If you look at the likes of China and at least most Southeast Asian countries, they became rich over time because of their involvement in industrialization, in the involvement of creating different products that made the life of their people easier. So you find that this can also be said for like individuals, those who now go into like business or in the creation of a product, either in the form of like internet space or physical products that people use on a daily. Whichever one you choose to do, just know that the idea of creating a product is like the surest way to become rich, or a product that has influence in people's lives, not just like creating maybe a Lego that has already been created and does not really have as much impact. But creating a product that will have impact in people's lives is the surest way to become rich. Now, this might be a controversial one. You might think like, how is this supposed to make me rich? Yes, and I think I'm a typical example of this. Luck. Yes, I feel like I'm a very lucky person when it comes to like the experiences I've had in life. So it translates to like how I can be considered to be richer than some of my peers who I started life with. So luck is for those who are prepared. There's a saying around this, I'll look for it and put it for you guys. If you are prepared, when there's an opportunity, you are the one that will take it and you'll be considered lucky. But if you were not prepared, there's no way you will find luck, because you have to be in the right place, you have to have the right tools, the right certification, so that when that opportunity presents itself, you will be the lucky one to take it. Even though you are not making millions, of which luck comes in different phases. You might just be lucky and you get a job and you're earning a living and being able to live your life here and there. But then you can still be lucky to land a contract that will make you a millionaire overnight. These are some ways that luck has an impact in how we can easily make money even faster than somebody else that might be talking to you overnight, and then the next morning you hear that you're a millionaire. Yes, you can become rich just by you being a very lucky person and being at the right places, having the right tools, and being prepared at every point in your life, so that whenever that opportunity presents itself, you can be the lucky one and you use it to turn your life around. So think about it, not just creation of a product, but being lucky can have an influence in you becoming either a millionaire overnight or a billionaire. Having a talent is something that has become very useful in our recent times. I don't really consider myself as someone who is talented, but when you look at it now, talent now does not only stretch to those who are born with it. Okay, let's say now, for me, I'm always very jealous about those who can dance. I love dancing a lot. I watch all the dance competitions you can think of. I've watched them. Some people might even say I'm obsessed with dance, but I can't seem to move my left leg. Or at least I believe I can't dance. Maybe someone else that might see me move, one or two might think I can dance, but I can't really dance. But this is how talent has made many people become rich overnight, because you find that because of the internet age now, you can just present your talent to your followers online, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and over time you find that you gain traction because you have people who have similar interests as you. Even though you might do it better than them, that's why they keep coming back anyway. So over time you just start finding you keep getting brand deals, you keep getting invited to places that if you did not have this talent, you would not be in those spaces. So talent definitely has an impact in whether you become a rich person, or you are still your mediocre person, or you just get a job and all that. But recently, being talented has become something that is very useful, and it's so unfair that not everybody is as talented as others. And I see recently in TikTok, in Nigerian FIP, there are some posts that maybe somebody will make, and then you find people in the comments saying God, am I a potato? Why don't I have any talents? I always find these things very interesting, but when you think about it, it's because the person they are looking up to or watching their videos is a very talented person that can still package their talent in such a way that it now makes them money over time. Now let's come back to the business side. One sure way to become rich, or one way that I have been interested in, or I have done, that has made me a lot of money, much more than my peers, is by investing in a business. I've talked about this several times on this channel. If you say you've still not heard it from me, girl, you're darling, boy, you're darling. Please go and do the needful. Look for a trusted business, a sustainable business, and invest in it. And try to get one that you can get a good deal. If you keep your money in the bank, you're just going to be getting maybe 2-3%, and your money will just be making money for the bank without you getting a good share of that money. But if you invest in a business, you have more control over the percentage you get from investing in that business. You can negotiate what you want, and at least this always starts from 10%, 15%, 20%. If you even find a good deal, you can even find, because if businesses go to banks to borrow money, they get ridiculous interest rate, especially with this hike in interest rate now because of inflation and all that. So just imagine you get a business that that this business makes money, but you just don't want to be involved in the business, in the physical aspect of it, but your money can be working for you. You get not everybody can become entrepreneurs, not everybody can become create a product, and especially not everybody has talent. Sorry. But investing in a business is one sure way to become rich, and this might not happen overnight, but over time, when you do it right and keep diversifying your investment, you find that you become rich. Yes, richer than those who do not know about these things. But you that know, if you don't use it, you still end up becoming like a pest. So you better invest in a business if you have the money kept. Just look for one that is trusted, that is sustainable, and try to have like memorandum of understanding with this person. Involve a lawyer if possible, so that you don't lose your hard-earned money. Start a business of a product that is in high demand. You see, now in the Nigerian space, because of the high unemployment rates, we now have so many entrepreneurs. Trust me, like nobody does entrepreneurship like Nigerians, because the amount of entrepreneurs we have in this country. I'm just praying that over time this will impact the way our country grows, because there are so many people that are self-employed that they don't have to wait for the white collar job anymore. And I find it interesting and sometimes annoying in the sense that like, because people now have like 100 hair vendors, 100 fashion designers, 100 clothing stores, 100, because these products are in high demand. They're in high demand. Now you can only stand out when you bring something unique to the table, because there's so much competition in these areas. But one sure way to become rich and even possibly overcome your peers who do not know about this is by starting a business of a product that is in high demand. You find that you make money, and especially when you start the business and put your own unique spin on it. Don't just do what everybody is doing, because like everybody is selling hair. You find that even when everybody is selling hair, there are some people that outsell each other because they have done it in such a unique way, or their pricing is more affordable or more competitive. But don't say because you are trying to make money, you now reduce your price so that people will come and buy from you. That is the fastest way to kill your business. But if you offer products and make people to understand how your products will help them to feel better about themselves, help them to come out as a baddie, help them to live life in a more comfortable way, that is one way to stand out and make your business sell. So starting a business and selling a product that is in high demand is very lucrative, and one that if you have the ability to do marketing, because marketing is a huge aspect of this, you will make money. Like, business is good, but you need to have the strength and the mental capacity for it, because it will test you. Like, you might quit if you're not very strong. And lastly, get a job. Getting a job I wouldn't say that is maybe it depends on the job anyway. Might not be like the fastest way to become a millionaire. I'm experiencing the life I experience now, even though I've not gotten to the highest place I want to get to, but I'm experiencing the life I have now because, not only did I have a job, I translated the money I have from my job into investing in other things. So you see, even though you cannot start the creation of a product now, you cannot start a business, you don't have a talent, you don't have all the things I mentioned earlier, look for a job, start saving up, and use the money you get to invest if you cannot start a business. But if you can start a business, use the money that you save to start a business on the side. You cannot just rely on one source of income in this day and time. I believe we all know that now. But if you start a business from the money you make from your job, while still keeping your job, you find that you can outpace your peers who are just in that job with you but are earning only from that job. So there are so many ways you can outdo your peers, or there are so many ways you can get rich, even though not in dollars, because we're in the Nigerian space and we deal with naira, and naira is losing value every day, but we hope it will get better. But the way you can become even rich in dollars, leaving naira behind, is by scaling whatever we've just talked about now, increasing your capacity in whatever you decide that you want to do. Like, just focus on one first, do it very well, and scale. Over time you find that it is even possible for you to become a millionaire, a billionaire in dollars. After all, who be Dangote? Sure, you get. So there are so many ways to make money. Don't allow people to deceive you that it is very hard. Yes, it might be hard at the beginning, but it is just for you to take the decision and choose whichever method I've talked about, and focus very well on it and use it as your tool or as your method to start making money. So guys, I hope this video was helpful to you, or at least it has given you an insight into how to become rich or how to become richer than your peers. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it has given you an idea of how to move forward. And join us. Over time, we'll all scale through and become millionaires and billionaires in dollars, so that we can travel to wherever we want to travel, we can experience life better, we can live life the way we want it, and everything will be alright with all of us. I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you join the family, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you